Hi everybody. I should turn off my headphones. I was watching a movie and I'm also trying to clean up my space. I'm finding that doing mixed media takes up a lot of space. So trying to organize myself to have more space. Not that it's working, but you know, all you do is move things around from one spot to the other, is what I think. Anyways, I'll make a sorry, long story short, I did change some things, and sorry, guess I got kind of a cough. Anyways, I wanted to kind of show you what I've been doing, and the other thing I wanted to mention is that on my YouTube, I always, you know, answer the people who leave messages and all that kind of stuff, and I just found out, I guess, about 2 or 3 days ago, that all my stuff is going to my junk mail. And I happened to be looking for something and got into junk mail and opened it up, and here are all these messages. So I want to apologize for all the people that have been writing me. I have not been getting your messages. They've all been going to junk mail. I tried to read some of them and answer some of them, but there's so many that I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm now checking my junk mail as well as my regular mail, and if you leave a comment, I definitely will answer it. And like, I'm really sorry because I didn't know it was, I didn't even think to check junk mail on YouTube. I know I do on my email, but I didn't think to do it on YouTube. So that's kind of a surprising thing. Anyways, I've been doing a lot of mixed media and jelly plating, and I decided that I would do a journal book, which I've never done a journal book. I've made a few, but I've never actually done one myself. I've always given them away, so but this one I'm keeping, and I'm doing it myself. So this is kind of just a flip through of pages that I have jelly printed, and I've cut them up and put them in this book. Now I've just started this, so it's not you know, any big deal. Some of the pages I haven't done anything with, and it's just backgrounds, but this is my idea of what I'm going to do. Now that's just the inside of the cover, and then I did this dragon one, which that's a background, which I was trying to get it to look like a volcano mountain kind of thing, but I don't think it turned out like that. But anyways, it's okay. So you know, it's my journal book. I guess I can put what I want in it. And then I colored this bird with just pencil and highlighted them. And one of the other things that I did was, when I was painting this blue, I didn't put anything in between it, and of course got over all my pages, which, don't do that. Make sure you put a sheet in to protect it. So I end up putting this little washi tape on the sides of the thing, and that's just to cover up the blue. I would prefer that it wasn't there, but I don't know which is worse, having the washi tape or having the blue paint all over the side of the book. Anyways, this is another one I've done jelly print that I've cut down, and what I tried to do is I tried to cut down as the page, the part of it that I really like. So sometimes I cut out the middle of the page, sometimes, you know, depending. This was a circle one. I kind of liked it. But now I cut this side and cut this side and just left this side in the middle. I haven't done anything with this. Like I said, some of them I have and some of them I haven't. So these are just jelly prints cut down. And like I said, some of them I have done, and I don't know, some of them stroke, you know, you just strike you to do them, and so you do them. So these are more or less just, you know, paper that I've put in there. So if you're wanting to know what to do with your jelly prints, that's all I've got so far. This is a great idea because you can cut them out. I know some people are decoupaging them, breaking them all out, but I kind of like some of them just the way they are. I don't really want to cut them up and do anything with them. So I thought this is kind of a neat idea. And then when I'm not wanting to do a jelly print, I don't know if you can see this. This is yellow flowers. I can take one of these and then just work on it as a picture like I have these ones. So I'm kind of liking this idea because sometimes you get inspired by stuff, or I pick up something that I, you know, think that I would like to make the book out of, and that's what I've done. And I haven't done the back yet. I've just done the front. And anyways, that's kind of what I've been doing with my jelly print. I have also been watching CHA from Phoenix, and I figure Tim Holtz and his crew, I will say, took over the whole show. I think that Tim Holtz probably had the most new things out from anybody. I mean, he just doesn't come out with one thing. He comes out with like 10 things, and everybody else has one video, and of course he has 10 videos. So what you end up doing is watching him because he's into so many things. He's come out with his new crayons, which I have the 6 sets, I guess it is. I need 7, 8, 9, or 8, 9, 10, or whatever it is. And he came out with some more stencils and stamps. And his new Oxy distress pads, which is a new thing altogether. I don't know if I'm that impressed by that. I guess it's good. I don't really know. I mean, I watched him demo it. It looks to me like it's lighter than what you would normally use, I think. I'm not really sure, to tell you the truth. I like his crayons and what his crayons do. They're very similar to I can't think of the name of them now, but anyways, there's a crayon out that somebody else makes. Oh man, it'll come to me later on tonight. Anyways, yeah, I figure Ranger's making a ton of money because everybody's come out with some really brand new stuff, and some of it I really like, and some of it I could care less. One of the things that I did like is there's a lot of things from We Are Memory Keepers, and they have a little punch that punches out for these things. And I'd love to get that because I have a diary, and sometimes I'm thinking that, or a planner, and put your art in it. Or do a page of art outside of the book. You could just punch it and put it in your book. And I think that's a fantastic thing. I can hardly wait until it actually gets out on the market. They also have a pair of scissors that's made for fussy cutting. Now, I'm not a big fussy cutter, so you know, that's something I wouldn't be impressed with, but for people who do fussy cutting, I guess they're quite nice. And I forget, Scribblers by Diane Wakely. They look pretty neat. She's got some neat stuff out. Everybody's come out with planners of some kind or journals of some kind, so this is really hot this year, is planners and journals and that kind of stuff. I'm surprised that Tim Holtz hasn't come out with one, but his partners have both come out with new journals, so I'll be anxious to see them and what they're like. I have a couple of journals that I use with the Delusions products. So anyways, this is kind of just a talk thing. I haven't talked to anybody for a while. I trying to get back down. I am feeling 100% better, so that's good. I have to go in March to have some surgery done for the dialysis, but other than that, I'm really feeling terrific. I haven't felt this good in such a long time. I'm back up at night, which is good for me because I'm a night person, not a day person, and I've been so tired I haven't been able to keep my eyes open past 7 o'clock at night. I go to work, I come home, I go right to bed. So it's 4:30 in the morning and I'm still up, and I feel great. So that's a bonus, a real bonus. You have no idea. Because I was quite sick there for a while, and take lots of pills now, but at least they're working, and that's a good thing. So I guess all that's all the talking for tonight. And I'll be back with some more jelly printing. Like everybody says, it's addictive, and it is addictive. I got these little feather stamps and dies, and I thought that I'm going to cut out some dies and use them in my mixed media. So I'll be anxious to try that and work on these and do some, you know, cool stuff with that. I have to dig around now and find some things I'm looking for. I have millions. Just unbelievable the amount of stamps, so I'm going to start using them, and hopefully go through this, and like as I do more, you know, I did a lot of gel prints in the beginning that I don't like at all, so I think that I'm going to take some of those papers and redo them and see how that turns out, because I know a lot of people do that, but I have never done it, and you know, but they're terrible and I don't want to put them anywhere, so I'm thinking I have to do something with them. So I'm going to try that and see how that works, whether I can actually make them pretty and stick them in this book, or whether I collage them and throw them in the garbage. Anyways, really appreciate everybody watching and the support that everybody's given me. I'm very fortunate. Unfortunately, my subscriber list hasn't really gone up too much, but I'm not on here enough to really get people to watch me. So I think to do videos, you've got to be on here all the time, and I was at one time, but I haven't been. But I hope you enjoy this little video and my blah 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 that, you know, talking about CHA. I watch every one of them, and I just love looking at product. And I mean, I have so much product in my room I don't need anymore, but I still like looking at it. And this year I decided just to pick out the stuff that I really want and not everything that I see, if that's possible. So anyways, please subscribe, and I guess I gotta quit saying and anyways, if you don't have anything to say, so you use those little adjectives in there. So okay, good night, and see you again soon. Bye.